guys, Burnout Culture's back with more crap for the Clutter Cave. If I look knackered, that's because I am. But we're chilling out with cider, so it's all good. Life's all fucking good, isn't it? Smooth it over. Paper over the fucking cracks, over the COVID cracks. It's all good. It's all good. We'll keep telling ourselves that. Hospitality is back open in May. Woo! Yay! It'll roll round. And when you get to fucking April, it'll move it on another fucking 4 months, won't it? Anyway, let's hope not. Let's hope we can get back to some form of normality. God's sake. Yeah, this side of forever. Right, let's crack on. Let's not dwell on shite. Spectrum first. ZX Spectrum, the greatest 8-bit micro of all time. This game, right, I can't believe that I've missed it for years and years and years since going back to Spectrum, right? As soon as I saw it, you know when a game just goes, boom, remember me? And I remember it, playing it, and I thought, why the fuck have I gone like 10 years collecting Specky again? On and off 10 years, not solid, but on and off collecting Specky again and not seen it once. And I bet it's common as muck as well. It's awesome little game is this, if you've not got it. It's just great fun, great little fighter. It's called Cage Match. So it's what it says on the tin, basically cage match, but you basically use humans, aliens and everything. You can climb up the fucking side of the cage, jump on, kick off. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The only thing I will say, I can't get the joystick to work on this. So I've got to play it on keyboard, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. It should play on the Sinclair joystick, but for some reason it won't. But God, to have this back, I remember. I don't know if you can see the screenshots. This phone's so much better than any fucking camera I've ever had, don't it? People, chuck your camera away and just use your fucking smartphones, fucking cameras. Jesus. But yeah, Cage Match. What a little game this is. It's a proper 2-3 quid a game. This. Get it. If you haven't got it, get it. Next one. Oh, we've got quite a few actually. I didn't realise we've got. So this one, I bought these two as a bundle. Worked out at 4 quid each. It's not going to get better than that, is it? So the first one, brilliant arcade game, totally shit Spectrum conversion. And it's the fantastic stroke horrendous Kung Fu Master. Yeah, brilliant artwork, data east game, fantastic arcade game. And is it good on? It is good on another home port. It might be the NES, but it's certainly not on the Spectrum. It's shockingly bad on the Spectrum. Terrible game. But it's just one of them games I wanted in the collection. It's not a dear anyway. I think you can get it for like 5 quid. It's not like I've got a bargain at Century. Between the 5 and a tenner. But what an iconic classic arcade game. Had to get it in. US Gold published, but yeah. Shockingly bad playability. But this is much better. Konami title. Again, I think it were out on arcade. Screenshots from arcade version, home micro versions made it. So the screenshots on the back are definitely not from the Spectrum, but the actual Specky port is fantastic, and it's Shirlings Road, Konami title. Sorry about the glare, guys. Can't do much about that. But the screenshots on the back, Defo 16-bit. So yeah, I think I'm fairly certain I got both of them for like, as a duo, as a pair, for £8 delivered. Fucking hell, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So well chuffed to get them. Happy to have them, but this game, absolute classic. And in terms of playability, I've got to say, and I aren't exaggerating when I say this has got to be one of my favourite, not only arcade games, but one of my favourite Spectrum games of all time. The port is fantastic, playability wise. It's got to be up there in top. Without that, not even my opinion, beyond my opinion, the general consensus in the top 5, at least top 5 to top 10 anyway. Buggy Boy on the Specky, fantastic game. You can get quite far on it. That's the sort of playability of the game. It's not super difficult. I had this on Atari ST. In fact, I've probably still got an Atari ST, and it's much more difficult on 16-bit. But this version is probably better playability, and that difficulty level is just that little bit lower. So you're more invested in putting a bit of time into it. But what a brilliant game. What are the screenshots on the back actually? They look like almost arcade shots. But yeah, I think I paid $7.99 going rate, to be honest. But when you see old manuals and stuff, what's this? Control instructions. It's worth it. It's worth it just for that. It's worth it just to get these old pamphlets. I mean, like I always say, a lot of people forget just how old these Specky games. I mean, and I've tested all 3 of them, and they're working. I mean, it got to the stage a few weeks back whereby I thought my Spectrum had packed in. I thought I was going to have to do a bit of a repair job on it. I thought one of the belts, it won't pull in the cassette drive, seemed to be like really sluggish. But no. It's just that, every now and then you're going to get games that are just not going to load on the Spectrum. It's as simple as that. Same with 16-bit, but like I say, considering a lot of these games, so this was from, does it even say, I haven't got a year on, 1987. Unbelievable that is still working on a cassette after all that time. Fantastic, really brilliant. That is definitely one of my best favourite Spectrum games of all time. Is Buggy Boy, it really is. I should do a top 10 actually. I should do my personal top 10 favourite Specky games that I've got. I bet I've probably nearly got my favourite anyway, of top 10 of all time. Stuff like West Bank, Saboteur, all them. I've got them all. Right, moving on to PS1. We're going to flit about a bit. Don't ask me why I bought this. I think I'm probably pissed, and I thought it were under the 1,000. Not in. It's actually 3,400. But it's a cracking little game, and it's a game I played years ago on a format I can't remember, but not a 3D version of. I'm waffling, but this sort of 3D version of it is still super playable. Quite addictive actually. It's Pipe Mania 3D. Super cheap. It really is. It's only like, honestly, I think this was something like £3 delivery. They're almost giving it away. But it's just one of them games. It's like a mobile game, and you could probably no doubt a mobile version of it now, but decent little game to be fair. I can't think what I played this on years ago. Pipe Mania. What were it on? Well, I haven't even been on 8-bit. I'm not sure. Can't remember. Too old to remember. My brain's gone. It's fucked. Double caser. Now then, this is absolutely battered. I knew it was battered, to be fair. Got it for £9. £9 posted. Brilliant franchise. PC franchise. But boy, is this battered. It's Command and Conquer. it's complete, but watch this. So that's off for starters. We've got cracks and all sorts, hinges knackered. The disc, is it a 2-discer? Yes, 2-disc. The discs aren't bad. Discs aren't bad, to be fair. We've got the manual, and then that's buggered as well. So both hinges. I just need spindles knackered as well, totally smashed. But the discs are fine, and it's complete. So it's just a case swapping at the end of the day. It's no big deal. No big deal. I haven't enough time to build that back up now. I'll do it afterwards. We've got one last PS1 game. I want to show you a bit of hardware actually. Boring hardware. But this one now, this is the pick of the three. I've been after this for a while, and it's in the 10, not the top 10, but I think it's a list of Jack PS1 games converted to PAL that are still worth buying. So, you know, NTSC that did get PAL conversions that you should get if you can. Eddie's got this. He's got the fucking controller for it. I think he bought it off Craig's Ear again. Absolutely gutted that he got that. And I wanted it for so long. It's stupid money to get the controller. I won't be paying that. I think the last time I looked it was over 200 quid. But it's a fantastic game and it's Power Diggers. It looks like a kid's title. Don't let that fool you. It's a Taito game. Taito. But they've actually got Komatsu branded diggers in the game, actually, that control just like the real things. So Eddie's got I think it's like a dual, as if you're inside the excavator sort of thing. Fantastic controllers, super rare, especially in working condition. Yeah, you can get your hands on it. It's not like unattainable, but I don't fancy paying 200 quid for a controller. Eddie will have got it for a song, I know he will. In fact, did Craig even fucking gift him it or something? Jammy little bastard. I'm not. Can you tell Eddie that I'm gutted that you've got the controller for this game? Just a little bit, but I'll keep my eye out for it. But nevertheless, glad to have the game. Only about a tenner. I think you can get it for 10, 15, no more than 20 quid. But I think it's around a tenner on average. So glad to have that. So that's it for the PS1. We've got two hardwares. I haven't opened them yet. I'll open that one, but this one's just now. It's an HDMI splitter, but I'm hoping that I won't lose quality. See, my TV upstairs, the reason, even though it's quite small, it's only like, is it 42 inch? But the reason why I got it, it's got something daft like 6 HDMI ports on it. And it had, I remember reading reviews at the time, it had the most HDMI ports, but I've maxed them out. So I'm going to have to run this 3-way splitter through it. I think it's got a selector, so it shouldn't really matter. Yeah, it has. It's got a selector, so more quality shouldn't drop. You're still only selecting the channel, aren't you? This one I'll open now. So this one it's component selector. This is for I'm going to run the original Xbox through it. So we'll open it up. Super boring, but still an unboxing. Still fucking unboxing, guys. Get off my back. Look, sealed in bag. Alright, not sealed, but I don't know. I've opened it. So yeah, we've got a 3-way. It's nice, it's actually got a bit of weight to it. So a 3-way component, 3-way selector switches on it. So that's pretty cool. I've got my PS2 running through it as well. So cool. It's got some right weight to it, that. I didn't expect it to be that heavy. Throw me as that. Excellent. You know what? I've had these two in my Amazon basket for over 12 months. So I got some vouchers for Christmas. I've only just used them now. I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to buy them. Fuck it. Dirt cheap. I think that were about 15 quid. That's something that's like a fiver. Yeah. Sod out. Absolutely sod out. So that's that. I've got one piece of hardware I'll show you in a minute. Just get these other two games out of the way. Now, I thought I'd show a little bit of love to Super Nintendo, and everyone knows that I don't collect boxed Nintendo, only loose SNES, by the way, only loose SNES. Having said that, recent people that have been picking up NES titles, box NES titles, I can see the super appeal for that. Now, if I do start collecting NES, it probably with that will be the exception. I probably will try and collect boxed complete with them because they look so bloody good. I know it's probably not much difference in price between, but probably, I don't know, SNES is just fucking stupid, ridiculous prices. I refuse to pay it, even for like, you know, your staple titles, your bog standard titles. Now, I'm not paying that box prices. Anyway, waffling aside, Super Mario World, 12 quid. I wanted it. The best game of all time. Don't take my word for it. It's officially the best game of all time, voted and on various polls. And I do tend to agree with it, to be honest. I think it probably is the best game of all time. But yeah, wanted it back in collection. I wouldn't I wouldn't actually mind this boxed complete with it being, like I say, but I'm not fucking paying the prices, so I'm happy just to have it catalogued. Yeah. So much SNES prices, man. This game, super mega fucking nostalgic. Atari ST game. I think I remember playing this on my mate's dad. I've mentioned him before. My mate Dave, his dad had an Atari 520 ST up in the loft. And I think this was one of the games we used to play all the time. And I've certainly played it. I don't think it was on Amiga. It was prior to that, so it must have been on Dave's dad's ST. It's sadly not the original boxed, the OG first issue release, if you like. It is like I suppose a budget release, but it is the fantastic North and South. Absolutely brilliant game. Guys, if you've never ever played this game, I'm sure most of you will, but if you've never played it, what a fucking game this is. So it's like a visual action strategy set in the American Civil War, but God, it's so much fun. It's so funny. So much humour to it. You can just play it for hours. It's brilliant. It really is. Take my word for it. If you've never played it, play it. They're the screenshots on the back. Bit of an action strategy with loads and loads of humour rolled in. So I mean, this one expensive, only like a tenner. Not even sure if it'll ever work. My ST's up in loft. Oh, it might even be at my mum's. I didn't see it. I might have took it to my mum's. It's boxed somewhere. Might be at my mum's. Blue crappy pamphlet instruction, but yeah, but just who cares? Who cares? It's so nice, so good to have. Look at that cover. I tried looking. I mean, you can get the sort of big box version, the original one, but it's like even on ST, it's like I think it was like 40, 50 quid. It's hard to justify it. I don't know. Right, what we got? We've got two items. We'll save the best to last. Stuart, Tutti Frutti UK will love the last game. It's just for him. I'll show him that. I've saved it for him. Anyway, this one, I've got to thank Mr. Dylan Craven for this, because I think it were him that originally shared the link, like he does, sharing various links. But at some stage, many weeks ago, it will be many weeks ago now. Anyway, it flashed up a link to this, and he said, "Look, guys, this might be a decent little controller for its money. If you're wanting a PS1." I thought, you know what, he's right there. So I watched it, and it were on my watch list for ages, and I remember thinking, why no one's bought it? I don't know why. And I thought, shall I just get it? Oh, fuck it, just buy it. Anyway, I think it was two or 3 weeks ago, pulled the trigger on it, bought it, and you know what, I'm so glad I had. So it's the fabulous little Hori PS1 mini arcade stick. And when I say mini, it is mini. It's probably about the half size of a normal arcade stick, but it's brilliant. It's micro switched. What more do you want? It's got some weight to it. It's got a steel base plate, and it's in fantastic condition. And I love this aqua see-through. I've been playing it, using it on all arcade games on PS1 upstairs. So much better to use than the the original control pad. And my Tato stick that I got for the PS2 stroke PS1 has been a bit playing up a little bit. It doesn't seem to like working on a lot of PS1 games now. It'll work on everything on PS2. So this came at a good time. So I can use this as a dedicated arcade stick now for the PS1. But yeah, really happy with that. Really happy. Beautiful little, such in great condition and all. Fantastic condition. So thank you, Dylan. Thanks for that. I know you get a lot of stick for your links for stuff, but every now and then you do post a nice little gem, don't you? And that's one of them. So thank you, mate. Brilliant. Right, so the best one for Stu. Saved it for him all this time. Can't wait. Can't wait for it, Stu. Can you? It's probably more for Dana. Anyway, it is the Evercade. I said, it's all right, you're saying, you're out, Stu, I'm out. Well, it's at end anyway, you've waited, haven't you, to see it. So it's a Data East collection on 8/16-bit. I'm thinking, so I'll read the games out. You do get some good games in it, to be fair. So we've got Burger Time, Bad Dudes, Midnight Resistance, Side Pockets, Karate Champ, Joe and Mac 2, Fighter's History, Two Crude Dudes, Magical Drop 2 and Burning Rubber. You've got to admit there's some good titles on there. I think probably the majority of them are NES titles, but I think there might be some Mega Drive. I don't know, I should have researched it more, but I've bought it on the strength of them titles. But yeah, building my Evercade collection. Stu, is yours coming on now? I know you've been championing this lovely handheld, mate. Just wondered how far your collection's coming on with it. Just you know what I mean? Just share it with us. Just share that fantastic. Only kidding. Stu's not a fan of the Evercade. No, he thinks we're all suckers. Anyone that's got them is a complete sucker. He's probably right. We don't give a fuck. Anyway, guys, that is it. I'm going to bring Eddie on to show you, but he's fast asleep in his basket behind me. He was sat on my lap originally, but I won't wake him up because it's hard enough to get the bloody nutmeg to sleep. So thank you as always for watching, and I, as usual, the collecting juggernaut rolls on. More shite piling in. I wonder if I mounted enough crap to show you. You'll be the first ones to know about it. Okay, take it easy. Long live the retro.